Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. Joseph Academy for tonight's Ohio High School Athletic Association matchup between your Strongsville Mustangs and your St. Joseph Academy
The
Jaguars.
schools playing in tonight's game are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules of eligibility and contest regulations.
The officials assigned to this game have met extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been approved by both schools to provide their important role in tonight's game.
Your support of the student athletes on the court at tonight's game is appreciated by both member schools competing. Though both teams are rivals, they're expected to exhibit the qualities of good conduct throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all viewers. There is 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the pregame. Both teams now warming up. Following this, they will take to the lines for the prayer and national anthem and then announcing starters. So we will return once that's underway. All right, and if you are just now tuning in, the starters of both teams have been announced, starting for the Strongsville Mustangs, Faith Rodak, Sydney Batura, Kennedy Neal, Sydney Bass, and Esther Diozegi, maybe.
And for your St. Joseph Academy Jaguars, your starters are Bree White, Ruth Becker, Morgan Wersch, Melanie Alvarenga, and Kate Mocho.
It's an exciting game we have here tonight. Strongsville, a really great team going up against the Jaguars. We're excited to see how the Jaguars play tonight. Obviously, are coming off of a couple wins just recently, currently on a 3-game winning streak, now faced up against Strongsville. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, this is another one of those games that I think is going to be a little bit more of a challenge for the Jaguars just because of the size. Strongsville, very tall, very fast, very athletic roster. Jaguars could sure keep up, but rebounding, offensive and defensive, is going to be super important tonight, as long as keeping Strongsville's second chances down to a minimum.
For sure. That'll go to Mustang possession there. Jaguar possession.
Yeah. Again, great, like we just saw there. Those backsides got to remain consistent the entire 4 quarters because second chance rebounds, second chance opportunities is really something that's going to hurt the Jaguars in the long run if they can't keep control of it.
Yeah, great pass there from Melanie Alvarenga over to Ruthie Becker. Now over to Bree White. Melanie Alvarenga takes the pass off there. Got to make some action here, get rid of that ball, Melanie. And Morgan Wersch takes that pass over to Ruthie Becker. Jags, some great ball handling here. Looking for some action. Got to set something up here.
Good backdoor cut by Melanie.
For sure. Stuck there, though. She makes a great save pass over to Bree White. Morgan Wersch over to Melanie Alvarenga. Again, stuck. Melanie Alvarenga has to be careful there. Doesn't want to be surrounded by some defenders there. Ruthie Becker tries to go for the 3, misses that one. Mustangs rebound it.
Good defense there, getting back by Morgan Wersch. Jaguars have just got to run back a little bit quicker there.
Mustangs get the first 3 points of the game on the scoreboard. Beautiful 3 there.
Games like these are always a little tough. You're coming off a long day at school. We just got back from break. Obviously, Jags stayed active over Christmas break, but I think everybody's kind of feeling it this week. So even though we're all feeling a little sluggish, Jags have really got to pick up their energy and just make sure they can stay consistent and stay with Strongsville the entire 4 quarters.
For sure. Bree White makes the pass off to Kate Mocho. If you're familiar with this team, you know Kate Mocho and Ruthie Becker are some consistent 3-point shooters here. Morgan Wersch makes that save off to Kate Mocho over to Ruthie Becker.
Yeah, Jags are having some trouble here getting anything really rolling in the paint, which can't happen. As you see, Strongsville up on the arc.
That'll go to Mustang possession there. Or
Jaguar
Jaguar
possession.
Oh my goodness. My eyes tonight, Emily.
Yeah, Jags have got to get the ball moving here a little bit, whether that's a motion. Again, you can't really have a whole lot of action in the post. It's going to be gonna be kind of difficult with your size disadvantage here tonight.
For sure, Ruthie Becker goes for that long 3, hits the back of the rim.
Oh, offensive foul called on Bree White. That'll be her first of the game.
Yeah, interesting to see her fouling first. Usually you'll see it more from someone like Melanie Alvarenga, Bree White is incredibly aggressive on the court, but
yeah. A lot of the time it's reaching fouls, but Bree White, especially the last couple games, has done an amazing job offensive rebounding, getting tips, getting those second chance for the Jaguars. She's done a fantastic job of it. As Ruthie Becker will pick up her first foul there. And it's going to be something she's really going to need to continue to do tonight. Again, especially with the Jags being such a small lineup, her impact will not go unnoticed in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Looking to see how the Jaguars have improved on the fouling side of things.
Yeah.
Trinity game last week, or just recently, on the 11th. Jaguars did get into some fouling trouble in the first 2 quarters, reaching 5 on individually for each quarter. So,
yeah.
And you're looking at this fabulous 5 that we like to call them up here. These starters who are consistent starters for the Jaguars, each all in fouling trouble, and that's kind of a bummer that can put the team in jeopardy going into the 3rd and 4th. So obviously looking for all the opportunities to score, looking to see the most action from all of our players, but I'm hoping to see some improvement there from the Jaguars tonight, as well as their consistent effort of trying to reduce turnovers this season. Yeah,
I agree. Again, Jags 2 fouls early doesn't mean they're going to get 3 more in this quarter, but really they had a lot of fouls in that Trinity game when they're just a step behind anybody driving to the basket. Those reach-in fouls, those holding fouls is really where a lot of your starting guards got in trouble. So it's really important to just kind of stay in front. Good cut there by Morgan Wersch. Good layup. Good pass by Bree White. And that's kind of what you got to do because you're not going to be able to beat a whole lot of these girls one-on-one, down low especially. Melanie Alvarenga will pick up her first foul there as well. But no, great cut by Morgan. Great awareness by Bree. Like I said, you're not going to be able to beat these girls a whole lot one-on-one, so just finding those cuts, making sure you have like good ball movement. You're not just dribbling to dribble. You're making sure you're leading with your passes. That's all going to be really important tonight for the Jags.
Mustangs will make that first free throw. Yeah, as we've said in previous broadcasts, Coach Greg, a new coach for the Jaguars basketball program starting just this year. It's one of the things he's really trying to work on with this team is emphasizing, freedom of play, independence in play, and kind of reading those offenses and defenses so that they're able to kind of control how they want to play, the Jags. So interesting to see how that might translate over as well. Just that with those 2 points there for Morgan, clearly she saw that opportunity, able to read the court, and snuck right in to put those first two on for the Jaguars. Ruthie Becker goes for the three a little too much. Yeah, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Mustangs have an open three there. They'll make that one.
Your score is 2-8 Strongsville.
Interesting to see if the Jags will switch into zone defense here. I think it might be something that they might have to look into.
I wouldn't be surprised. They play a great zone defense. Their help is pretty good. Good bucket by Melanie Alvarenga. Great steal down low by Bree White, making sure Melanie has a little bit of space to get to the basket there. Good job by Bree being aware where the defender was.
Mustangs go for another three. A little too much power there. They'll get an offensive rebound there, though. Can't quite.
Oh, and he's calling a foul, on Melanie Alvarenga. That'll be her second. Mel thought she had a bit of a block there. I agree with Melanie on this one. As you see Coach Greg going to his bench here to get Brooke to probably give Melanie a little bit of break so she doesn't pick up a third foul here in the first quarter. And Jags, again, are already at 4 fouls, and we've got 3:40 to go. Tough break for Mel there, but hopefully we'll see her again start of the second quarter.
Yeah, interesting to see. Your score is 4-8. Strongsville 4 points ahead here. As Emily mentioned, 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Interesting, again, to see how the Jaguars adapt. They've played some interesting teams this season, challenged in all different types of ways. Beautiful tip-off into the hands of Bree White there. Thinks someone's there, unfortunately. Tries to make a pass there. Mustangs able to retrieve it back. They'll work their way back down the court. They'll go.
Ball will go back to Jags' possession. Again, you saw on that last possession before Mel got subbed out, a lot of rebounds heading back to the Mustangs. Jags have got to box out underneath. The only way you're going to keep this score close and prevent Mustangs from going on a run is boxing out, securing that rebound. Good cut there by Bree White down the middle.
Brooke Haddad goes for the three. Fortunately, does not make that one in. Again, looking for some opportunities to score today. Mustangs working some good defense, except that pass they just made a little too much power there, a little too long. It'll return back to Jaguars possession. Yeah,
it looks like Coach Greg has got the girls in some very specific matchups, some skills he thinks that these girls, or some players that he thinks Joes can handle. I'm kind of shocked they haven't really gone into zone yet with the amount of threes Strongsville's been taking. But like you said, I wouldn't be surprised if they switch it up here come second quarter.
Kay Mocho goes for the three, and she'll make that one. That's a Mocho three.
Yeah, and I mean, great job by Kay Mocho there.
I feel like it's worth mentioning her Norwalk action.
Yeah.
A thrilling game gone into 2 overtimes. Kate Mocho, in the last 18 seconds of the game, able to score a three. Really came in clutch, tying the game, allowing them to continue further. Ultimately, the Jaguars did lose that game.
Yeah.
But, their effort and determination was evident up until the very end.
Oh, Ruthie in a little bit of trouble there.
Makes that pass off to Bree White.
Now, you talk a lot about the seniors and their leadership on this broadcast. And, again, you got Ruthie.
She'll go for the three.
Great shot. 3-point shooters, again, the only way you're going to get moving is if you just keep taking those shots. A lot of times, threes aren't going to fall. They're going to bounce off the back of the rim. They're going to hit the backboard at weird angles. But all you can really do is keep shooting and stay consistent. But what I was going to say is, you talk about your senior leadership all the time here. Strongsville offensive rebound there. Reverse layup is also a miss.
Not really getting many opportunities to score there. Jaguars working some beautiful defense there. The bench of the Jaguars really emphasizing stand straight up.
Boxing out.
Yeah, right.
Boxing out.
Kate Mocho and Brooke Haddad keep it in for the Jaguars.
Coach Gregg looking to push the ball down the floor here. Good
Ruthie
swing.
Becker goes for that three again. She'll make that. That is 2 Ruthie Becker threes just in the first quarter. Beautifully well done by her. Your score now is 13-10. 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Jaguars hold a 3-point lead.
Good defense there. Great way to tie it up on the jump ball. But like we were talking about, senior leadership, I want to point out Melanie is doing a great job. Even though she's got a couple fouls on the bench, she's making sure she's active, she's talking. And you see it from Gabby Croce too there on the bench. Overall, Jags bench, great job this first quarter, making sure their team stays in it, getting their team hype. Again, on days like this when you've been at school all day long and you just really sometimes don't have the energy, that bench energy is going to be super important.
For sure. Brooke had some good defense there. Mustangs unable to execute a plan there. Keep trying to score too, unable to do so. Bree White recovers it. Bree White, again, just a phenomenal player to watch. Can make us, unfortunately.
Pass a little bit too high there for Brooke underneath, but right idea. Jags are doing a good job pushing the ball. Again, just a lot of missed box out. That's something these Jags have really, really, really got to clean up in the second quarter and the second half if they want to stay in this game. Strongsville is getting way too many opportunities for second chance here. And you can even hear the bench yelling, like, box out, find your man. And boxing out can sometimes be harder, a little bit harder to do in zone defense. But I think zone defense would be the move to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Bree White just came out. Sophie Stellick now in. Jags working this arc here.
Yeah, probably looking to take the last shot. Oh, Ruthie Becker's got
another
idea. She's
hot. That. Wow, Ruthie Becker on fire. 9 points just in the first quarter.
And that is what you needed to see. Like we mentioned before, Strongsville is like the #2 offense in the state right now. So getting your three-point shooters consistent.
Ruthie Becker goes for a half court. Oh, can you imagine? Stop. I would have gone crazy up here. Mike probably would have cut out. That is the end of the first quarter. Your score now being 16-10. Jags with a 6-point lead. Really important that they, don't get too in their head about all of this.
Yeah.
Continue to execute and kind of read what is happening and adjusting to that. I think they're playing just great tonight, considering, it is also just a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
In the middle of, one of the most chaotic seasons of academics.
Yeah.
So really exciting to see how this is all turning out.
Yeah. Great quarter basketball, great offense. Again, got to be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more aware on defense. Should make for a great second quarter. And as we get ready to start the second quarter here, the people for the Jaguars on the floor right now: Ruthie Becker, Kate Mocho, Brooke Haddad, Morgan Wersch, and Bree White. Coach Gregg keeping a pretty tight rotation on here tonight, which is good. I think it's good. Brooke Haddad doing a good job, staying up straight, especially with Melanie out now. She can't really afford to pick up a whole lot of fouls. So great job there by Brooke Haddad, being strong under the post, especially when she's got a bit of a mismatch on her down low.
Yeah, Mustangs looking there to intercept that ball. Ultimately, they push that one out. Kate Mocho throws it in for the Jaguars, makes the pass off to Ruthie Becker.
Yeah, #3, I'd like to note on Morgan Wersch losing the ball there. Yeah, some of these passes just got to be a little stronger, especially in that backcourt, because you get kind of caught between half-court line, but you don't have the dribble, so definitely need some help coming up there. But something to note, #3 on the Mustangs, Sydney Beretta, she's She was guarding Melanie when Melanie was in, and she's guarding Ruthie now. So she looks like Strongsville is like lockdown defender who they want on their primary ball handlers. So it'll be interesting to see how Melanie, Ruthie, and Kate all handle that type of pressure.
Oh, beautiful way to work on the court there, Kate Mocho. She makes that pass off to Brocata. Jags are fast tonight. She makes that pass off to Sophie Stellick, who makes that for 2. So great seeing some action from Sophie Stellick. Again, part of some of our second string players. Jags pressing here. Got to run back quick before those Mustangs take advantage of an empty court.
Yeah, I think the press is a little bit risky too, just because good takeaway
But
there by
Bree
Bree White.
White's there. Bree White makes that pass over to Ruthie Becker. Bree White still there. Got to be careful, doesn't travel there, but unable to.
Unlucky bounce. Gets her own rebound.
Ruthie
Back
Becker
out to
goes for
Ruthie
another
Becker.
three. Unfortunately, hits the rim on the
Unlucky.
side.
They're going to call a foul there, I believe, on Brooke Haddad. But no, I think the zone is impressive the way they're executing it, but I do think it's a little risky just because about 3/4 of the time Mustangs come down the floor, they are shooting on that arc, so it makes it a little difficult as you see for Sophie Stellick to handle kind of that back line alone, but doing a good job.
Mustangs able to take 2 there. Your score now 18-12 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ruthie Becker takes it up court for Jags. She'll make that pass off to Kate Mocho.
Kate Mocho's been doing a good job this game so far. She's obviously got a larger girl on her, bigger defender, so she's done a great job of handling that pressure so far.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we always enjoy seeing just the leadership emerge from all of them. Bree White has to be careful there, ends up traveling. That's a bummer, just kind of stuck in that position there. But
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a good game too because it's going to contrast a lot from your Trinity game, where your Trinity game, you Jags were matched up pretty evenly height and athletic-wise, and were able to get that ball in the post. So I think this time, especially in the second half, even the second quarter here, you'd like to see some flare screens, some off-the-ball screens, get some of your shooters open, like Ruthie, who's been playing well. They're going to call.
I'm unsure. Just a foul there, but
Yeah, Ruthie Becker will be called for her second foul there. But as I was saying, you'd like to see some off-the-ball screens, some flare screens, trying to get your shooters open. Because I think, again, it'll just contrast. But Jags were doing a good job. They were scoring a lot of points when they're pushing the ball on offense. I think that's something they need to do, too, because just like with a team like Strongsville, sometimes they can really get into good defense.
Kate Mocho takes that rebound. She'll work her way down the court, makes that pass off to Ruthie Becker.
Get out of the
Mocho
corner.
and Ruthie Becker not getting many opportunities to take those threes tonight that they're, I mean, other than Ruthie Becker,
Yeah.
we're seeing all those happen.
9
but
points, yeah.
That'll be a foul on the Mustangs. Ultimately, I think they're really working around it and really doing a great job at finding other opportunities to score.
Yeah, even the driving kicks are working super well. You've seen Brooke Haddad do it. You've seen Bree do it. Just the quick draw that defense in the middle, kick it back out, get it out to your shooters, give them the opportunity and the time to get their feet set to take a shot. I think that's great.
For sure. Kate Mocho takes the drive. Shot a little too high up there. Nia French there. Ultimately can't keep it in, but the Mustangs can't keep it in. My apologies. Jaguars take it back up. Always great seeing Nia French in. Gave us a little wave before the game up here. Nia French, again, just a sophomore for the Jaguars. Plays JV as well. Great to see her back. I know she was absent from that Trinity game.
Yeah.
So looking to see some action from her tonight, see what she's kind of looking for.
A little bit too long the shot, but this is an interesting lineup we've got in here. Kate Mocho, really your only guard on the floor right now. So we'll see how she handles some of that ball handling pressure in the backcourt.
For sure.
And hopefully the block and the paint doesn't get too crowded just because you've got, as you can see, Brooke and Sophie are 2 posts. And you've got Bree White, who's bigger, who typically be underneath too. So we'll see how. Oh, good cut by Kate Mocho underneath.
Kate Mocho takes 2. That's great. Your score with 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining is 20-12. Jags holding an 8-point lead. as the Jaguars come out of that timeout. Looks like they're boosting each other's spirits here. Just got to keep their team morale high. I saw Morgan Wersch kind of giving them all a little pep talk there. She takes a lot of pride in her vocal leadership skills, which I think is really great. Something obviously every team needs. Nia French playing some great defense there for the Jags.
Yeah, on the floor for your Jags right now, you've got Kate Mocho, Morgan Wersch, Nia French, Brooke Haddad, and Bree White.
That'll be a foul there on Bree White, I believe. Oh, my apologies. Brooke Haddad there.
Brooke Haddad, which is her second as well, which is something you really don't want to see because now you've got Brooke Haddad, Melanie Alvarenga, and Ruthie Becker all with 2 fouls, which kind of...
Mustangs sink that first free throw there.
Yeah, it might mess up your rotation a little bit on who comes on and off the bench and how many minutes everybody plays.
Yeah, Sophie Selleck will now come in for Brooke Haddad there.
Bree White thought she was getting a little bit of a break there, but... Good box outs down low. That's what you want to see. Again, something Jag struggled with in the first quarter. I'm glad they've cleaned it up there.
Nia French, perfect opportunity to take that three. Unfortunately, a little short there. Morgan Wersch keeps it and makes a beautiful bounce pass over to Nia French there. Brooke Haddad, or Bree White, my apologies.
Great strong take there. Way to be aggressive and way to hold your own down low in the paint. Again, I know it's a little bit harder to do when you've got such a big, tall Strongsville team.
Mustangs unable to take a three there. That'll be a Mustang travel. That'll return back to Jaguar possession.
And Jags want a timeout here. Looks like Coach Gregg is going to draw something up for this next offensive set.
Both teams now to the timeout. Strongsville looking to take some action here. A little tense bench there, but
yeah, again, Jags have been doing a great job making them shoot the three. The really only time Strongsville's gotten underneath as Bree White gets stripped there. As you can see, good defense by number 34, trying to keep Bree to her right. Another turnover underneath the basket. Kate Mocho excited about her charge there. A great job of getting in position.
Unfortunately, have an injury. Yeah, Jaguars, I think, playing really well tonight, but also, you know, the calls that are made are in their favor tonight. I mean, obviously have had some fouling trouble, but ultimately I can tell that they're excited about what's being noticed.
Yeah, I mean, it always feels great when you get that charge call because 9 times out of 10 you're going to get called for blocking. So it's great to know that you were actually in position and you got the call. And it's great to see Kate Mocho be excited about that call.
For sure. With 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter, your score is 22-15. Jaguars playing fast and just aggressive tonight, too. They know what they're up against. And
yeah. Good steal by Morgan Wersch. Good pass down below as Sophie Selleck will draw the foul and go to the line. Not to mention, also with Morgan Wersch, you saw the good post-up down below. Bree White also had a great post-up. She was in pretty good position down low. Some of the guards and people at the top of the arc, like Morgan and like Nia, just got to take that 1 second just to give her a quick look and see if it's there.
For sure.
Sophie Selleck will nail her first free throw. And she'll nail her second free throw as well.
Jags now hold a 9-point lead over the Mustangs with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Good defense by Sophie Selleck. Just got a little bit overpowered there. As you can see, Mustangs finally trying to find their way in the paint a little bit. Nia French. Jinx, Mary.
Kate Mocho tries to keep it in for the Jaguars. Mustangs work their way around the court. Morgan Wersch playing some good defense there, but ultimately Mustangs able to score 2 on her.
Yeah, I mean,
Jaguars had the right idea there. Once that happened, they adapted real quick, but
yeah, good defense. You don't want to pick up a dumb foul underneath. The best you can do is stay straight up and hope that they kick it out. But good job by Morgan Wersch, just staying disciplined and not getting her in some foul trouble that she doesn't need. Good post up by Sophie Selleck. She's got the mismatch. Jags staying strong here with this man-to-man defense.
Interesting to see, these Mustangs take threes. They haven't been real lucky tonight in terms of those, but obviously scoring in the paint has seemed to be pretty efficient for them.
Yeah, Jags have got to get something going here to cap off the second quarter.
Makes that pass off to Nia French.
This is the time where you're really starting to miss Ruth Becker and Melanie Alvarenga in the game. Strongsville wanted a foul there.
Strongsville will go for the 3.
A little bit of a wild shot there. I think Strongsville was trying to draw the outside foul. Good recovery by Kate Mocho. Everybody trying to be. Good deflection by Morgan Wersch.
And Bree White recovers that for the Jaguars. Needs help there, but ultimately can work her way back down the court. Makes the pass off to Kate Mocho. That's an open 3 for Kate. Oh, unfortunately not a good shot there. Hits the side of the basket.
And they're going to call foul there, I believe, on either Nia French or Kate Mocho. That'll be Kate Mocho. I believe that'll be her second. Oh, nope, only her first, which is good news for the Jaguars, because if that was her second, Jags really would have been in trouble here in your second half with all your guards having 2 fouls, but luckily that's only her first. This game is looking a little, I don't want to say sloppy, just a little out of control. Jags got to come out here in the second half. Just take a deep breath, set up your offense.
Unlucky shot there by the Mustangs.
Jump ball call there. Again, I'm really kind of surprised Jags haven't thought about going to zone defense here. Just with the amount of threes Strongsville's been taking and how easily they've kind of been able to get in the mid-range area. So we'll see if they make any defensive adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, for sure.
Jags will get the ball here with about 45 seconds left to go in this first half.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying watching Bree White tonight, especially as the Mustangs take it back up the court. When I got the chance to speak with her, she did say she's really focusing on really finishing around the rim. That'll be a double dribble there, but she really wants to finish around the rim, get all those rebounds, which we've clearly seen she's doing tonight. Really, doing really well with it as well.
Yeah.
And she's completely aware that due to the small size of this team, her height, even though she may not be perceived as the tallest, is really kind of what the team needs her for. So enjoying seeing how her leadership's kind of emerging there as Nia French.
Nia French finally connects on the 3. Great shot. Again, 3-point shooter. Sometimes the best you can do is just like shoot. Good recovery too by Nia French. Way to get back.
3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Mustangs try to score one last time, unable to do so. Going into halftime, your score is 27-21.
Yeah, good tough first half. Again, some of your guards got in foul trouble kind of early. Bit of a chaotic first half here too, I won't lie. Hopefully both teams can clean it up a little bit in the second half, and hopefully Jaguars will be able to get more of that out of that offensive set here later. And at the start of the third quarter here, for your Jaguars on the floor, we've got Melanie Alvarenga, Kate Mocho, Morgan Wersch, Bree White, and Ruth Becker. Good to see 2 out of our 3 starting guards back on the floor. They were in some foul trouble pretty early. And it looks like Kate Mocho. Nope. Melanie will get called for the foul there.
That's a bummer. You know, just after returning back from that halftime,
Yeah, that's her third. I think Coach Greg will keep her in a little bit longer, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see her kind of lay off. Nope, he's going to get Brooke head at already.
You know, I do think, though, Melanie Alvarenga, even on the bench, I mean, we all love seeing her play and just how she can kind of influence the team to play and whatever, you know, opponent she's up against. Ultimately, I think she has a really strong leadership style even from the bench.
Oh,
you can see her kind of leading the encouragement, leading even a play from there. Fortunately, steps out there. Kate Mocho looking like maybe her hands were a little too slippery there.
Yeah. Second half nerve setting in a little bit. Your score is 27-23. Strongsville hit those 2 free throws just a moment ago. And Strongsville will nail a 3 there.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they come back after this halftime again.
Yeah.
Pretty low scoring game for the Mustangs starting in that beginning, but ultimately Jaguars only hold a 1-point lead here. Mustangs able to get that pass off.
Yeah, Kate Mocho having a little bit trouble handling that pressure all the way up top, as Mustangs will take a quick 1-point lead here with about 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, I'm really surprised Jags haven't at least thought about a zone defense to try and contain those shooters and make sure you have some good help defense in the paint. But unlucky shot there by Kate Mocho. But, you know, Coach Greg believes in his team. He believes in his one-on-one matchups. And that's some good faith that you want to have in your players. And
returned back to Jaguar possession.
Melanie Alvarenga getting ready to check back in, which is always good. Give Kate a little bit of break and trying to get her into some shooting habits. She hasn't really taken a whole lot of outside shots this game. So hopefully with Melanie and Ruthie and Brienne, as Melanie off the quick attack here, as she draws a foul, good aggressive attack from the top of the arc. But like I said, getting Kate into a little bit of a shooting motion, letting her take some outside shots, because that's just a great place that she excels at. So hopefully she'll be able to get moving there, as Melanie Alvarenga will shoot 2 free throws. Strongsville sideline making a little bit of noise
Yeah,
as Melanie shoots, as she makes her first free throw to tie up this game.
Honestly, I don't think that, you know, even makes Melanie nervous in any sort
Nah,
of way.
yeah, she's been around a lot louder crowd noises. Good kick out there by Strongsville, unable to nail the shot. Morgan Wersch doing her best to rebound underneath.
Again, almost just a situation, my apologies, of just the height as a disadvantage there. But
yeah, sometimes, again, a lot of girls get taught up too. Good fake there by Melanie Alvarenga underneath. Missed the layup, though. But, again, sometimes, too, girls are so focused on going for that rebound, going for that tip, they forget they actually need to box out, as Strongsville will nail another 3 here. Yeah, 28-33.
Yeah, with only 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Jaguars need to adjust to this threat here.
Melanie's got a good post up underneath. Again, Morgan Wersch just not looking at her, but she had a good post.
Okay, Mocho goes
there
for
you
the
go.
3.
Getting her set up, getting her in her shooting motion. That's going to be somewhere that she excels at. She's going to be most able to help this team. Great bank shot there to get Jaguars offense rolling here in this third quarter.
For sure, Mustangs take back possession here. Again, they've switched out of that. Jaguars after that halftime switched kind of out of that press, but
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they need to adjust and they
I wouldn't be surprised if it gets down to the fourth quarter and it's still a pretty close game. If you see them play, Mustangs hit a mid-range jumper there, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see them go back to that press maybe in the fourth quarter. But this is good. Morgan Wersch unable to handle that pass there.
Sorry, I was watching the first part of that pass and then, sorry.
It's okay. No, but it's a good idea by Mel, too, and Morgan. Did a good job running the floor. Jags have been scoring points when they're pushing the ball. You can't really let Strongsville get set up in that defense. because that's where you've had a lot of trouble and a lot of turnovers near volleyball line, half-court line. So I think just getting the rebound and pushing the ball out is going to be something that's going to help them.
Morgan Wirsch tries to get that ball out of the paint. Ultimately, the Mustangs open for a three. They take that, and they'll sink it, making their score 31-38. With Strongsville holding a 7-point lead here with 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Melanie Alvarenga makes that pass over to Ruthie Becker, who goes for the three.
Just a little
short.
off there.
Yeah, there.
Jags have got to get back and match up a little bit more quickly. Oh, I was looking for the double dribble call there. Melanie Alvarenga using her pivot foot, and Mustangs will.
Yeah, they'll foul there. Jaguar possession will return. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. This bench of Strongsville has kind of, the mood has drastically shifted after that halftime.
Yeah.
It was very tense those first 2 quarters, but ultimately, Melanie Alvarenga makes the drive there, and she'll take
Get
two.
the roll. Good mid-range floater. Sydney Bass has really come alive for Strongsville here in the third quarter. She's hit a couple back-to-back threes. Great player. She's been getting really active inside. As you can see, Bree White here. Bree White is a great defender for the Jaguars. Air ball there by Strongsville. After a good step back, just a little short on that shot. But Bree White's, I think, probably one of the best defenders, as Coach Greg elects to take her out and put Brooke Haddad into. But I think Brooke Haddad can fill Bree's shoes just as easily. She can do everything that Bree can do. And I think that Brooke Haddad is also a pretty great lockdown defender out there on the arc. Melanie Alvarenga bringing up the floor. She'll hand it off to Ruthie.
At the top of the arc.
You can hear Coach Al on the bench telling all of the girls to move and kind of stay active. As Morgan Wirsch lines up the three. Great shot.
Again, I love seeing Morgan taking those threes. I mean, ultimately we see the most action from her inside that paint with a strong post presence there. But when you see those threes, you kind of just see a lot of versatility from an athlete, as Mustangs will take three there. Melanie Alvarenga makes the long pass to Morgan Wirsch.
Yeah, again, just pushing it up the floor. That's where Jags transition points is where an area that the Jags, I think, excel in. As you can hear, Strongsville upset, not getting that travel call there. Kate Mocho keeping her pivot foot down. Jags looking a little stagnant now. Again, like Coach Al said, Jags have got to keep moving. Kate Mocho over launches a little bit there. But you see Coach Greg telling her, keep shooting, keep shooting. Again, she hasn't shot a whole lot from beyond the arc this game. And like I said, this game, the only way you're really going to get that shot going, get a feel for the ball where you're at on the floor, is if you just keep taking those shots, and that's something she's got to do and not get in her head too much about it.
Mustang hopes to score two there in the paint, but ultimately can't do so. Returns to Jaguar possession as the Mustangs foul there. Yeah, really important too that these Jaguars don't get flustered in these missed shots they're taking. Again, you know, every opportunity that they can is really important to shoot, but ultimately there's 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this third quarter, and you got a whole nother fourth quarter to go.
Good stop by Kate Mocho there, just a little off going up. But I think it's shoot. Oh, Kate's got to be careful there. Good job getting that. Ruthie stepped out.
Great effort there, though, from her, trying to, you know, on that tiptoe.
Yeah, good effort by Kate. She's got to be real careful, though. She's already got, she's only got one foul, so I guess the reaching doesn't really matter, but you kind of want to be a little bit careful about that. And I think something that's going to be really important for this Jaguar offense in the fourth quarter is not settling for those three-point shots. Like, take the time, work the ball around, make Mustang defense, as Sydney Bass knocks down another three there. But, like, make the defense tired, work it around, and don't just settle for those outside shots where you can kind of work it around and get a little bit closer to the basket, which will make it an easier shot for them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, as you mentioned, that clean ball handling is really important as Melanie Alvarenga goes for the three. A little too far left there. Mustangs do recover that there. Coach Greg looking to do some subbing after this play. Easy two there for the Mustangs. Your score now is 46-36. Mustangs holding a 10-point lead over the Jaguars with 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
And Coach Greg, I agree with this, needs a timeout here. Jags have fallen by 10 points, 36-46. They're struggling a little bit in their transition defense, and it's getting matched up on the backcourt. And we're back from that timeout here with about 1:40 to go left in this third quarter. Your Jags are down 10, 36-46. And on the floor, a new rotation. Coach Greg made some subs during that timeout. You got Melanie Alvarenga, Kate Mocho, Nia French, Sophie Selig, Bree White. Jags have got to move a little bit here. Their offense is looking real stagnant.
Nia French goes for the three. She'll make that. 39-46.
First second of the game.
Again,
Melanie Alvarenga doing a good job of making sure everybody knows where they need to be as Strongsville just beats that. I don't know where the help defense was on that possession.
Melanie makes a long pass there to Bree White. Bree White with some great play tonight. Melanie Alvarenga tries to put it back up for two. Sophie Stellick unable to really help out there, but
Jags are doing a good job. I think a better job of being more aware of their matchups. Hit the top of the wire there. She's in good help defense. She's got to be a little bit more aware, though. Sydney Bass has been hitting a lot of threes, especially in this third quarter. She's got to stay a little bit closer to her man, so she's not jumping into her, because that's how she gets, unfortunately, another third foul call. She runs into her, tips her hand, something like that.
For sure.
I like what Melanie Alvarenga's done this third quarter. She's driving, she's getting inside. She's not getting foul calls a lot,
Great
but
pass there from Bree White. Melanie Alvarenga goes up for two. She'll sink that one.
and that's
41,
where
48.
Melanie excels, just being around the rim, all those mid-range floaters, all those moves she has. As you can see, Coach Greg telling the girls to stay on their man a little bit closer, a little bit tighter, which is good.
Yeah.
Good turnover, good hands by the Jags, getting that strip.
Melanie Alvarenga there too. Oh, unfortunately tries to put that up.
Jags were looking for a foul call. Luckily, Mustang stepped out, so it'll stay Jags possession with about 9 seconds here. Hopefully you're running a quick out-of-bounds play to get a good shot off before this third quarter ends down 7.
Yeah, well, you got two captains on the court right now, Kate and Melanie, and two on the bench at the moment, just Morgan and Gabby Croce. So
And Ruthie Becker. Oh,
Ruthie
she's
Becker's
not
not a
captain,
captain,
just a senior.
yeah.
My bad.
Six seniors, 4 captains. Interesting to see how that unfortunate Sophie Stellick unable to receive that pass there. Mustangs go for another three. They can sink that.
And at the end of your third quarter here, it'll be, I believe, 51-41, Jags down 10. At the start of your fourth quarter,
Yeah.
a little bit of a struggle defensively there for the Jags, not able to really stop Strongsville around the arc.
Yeah, for sure. Fourth quarter will be crucial for them to continue to execute. Just some strong, aggressive, fast play, but I know the Jaguars are confident of doing so.
All right, and we are back here at the start of your fourth quarter. Your Jags down 10, 41-51 to Strongsville. On the floor for your Jaguars right now, Melanie Alvarenga, Kate Mocho, Bree White, Morgan Wersch, Ruthie Becker. Melanie driving there, not getting the foul call. Good job by Morgan Wersch staying straight up. She was in good position there.
Melanie Alvarenga makes that pass off to Kate Mocho over to Morgan Wersch.
Reach and foul called on the Mustangs. Good job by Morgan Wersch staying strong with the ball. Jags will have it side out here, down by their own bench. Sydney Bass, that's her third foul. That's something Mustangs got to watch here this last quarter. Ruthie Becker thought about the 3 there.
Ultimately hesitated as defenders came upon her.
Wow,
Becker goes for
I
the
believe that
3.
was tipped at the line.
Mustangs looking to set something up. Jags have to stay fully aware and communicate with one another in order to not block up that key. These 5 don't usually do so, but it is something to be aware of. Where everyone is, where the ball is, and how Strongsville wishes to play here. That'll return back to Jaguars.
Yeah, good job by Ruthie Becker at the top of the arc there. Mustangs obviously have a 10-point lead. They're going to try and take as much time off the clock as they can. So good job by Ruthie Becker getting that 5-second count going by the refs. And it's something you've just got to stay aware of with this clock and this time management here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Ruthie Becker makes that pass off to Kate Mocho. Loses control of that ball just for a second to be able to retrieve it. Makes the pass off to Melanie Alvarenga.
Again, you'd like to see some. Ruthie Becker was super hot in the 1st quarter, and she hasn't really taken a whole lot of 3s since. You'd like to see some flare screens, some off-the-ball screens here to get your shooters open and give them the opportunity, as Strongsville's playing some pretty tight defense around the 3-point line.
Ruthie Becker makes that pass off to Sophie Selleck over to Melanie Alvarenga. Melanie Alvarenga looking for this either drive or 3-point.
Good
She'll take 2
bucket
there. 43-51 is now your score with 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, again, this Jaguar offense needs to stay active. They've been looking stagnant here and there. Everybody's got to keep moving. Sophie Selleck did a good job setting that screen that allowed Melanie to drive to the middle. Good defense up top by Ruthie and Kate there. Yeah, Ruthie's got to step up a little bit. She's got to make a move or get that 5-second count going. Good recovery by Sophie Selleck underneath.
Yeah, Mustangs unable to really, again, find an opportunity to score here. Jags were, again, working some good defense here, but got to keep them out of that
defense.
paint.
Oh, they're going to call Morgan Wersch for the bump in the middle, I believe.
That's actually Sophie Stellick there.
Maybe a reach and foul there. I thought they were going to get Morgan for the bump in the middle, but Mustangs will take it out underneath their own hoop. Good help defense around the corner by Melanie Alvarenga. Good rebound, and she's got to go. Good.
Mustangs try to make their way back. Ruthie Becker will go for the 3 and bounce off.
Just a little long, but again, good job by Melanie pushing up the court, trying to get a quick score. Unfortunately, you don't have a lot of time here to settle, get yourself set in an offensive set. Pushing it, getting some transition points in the next 2 minutes is going to be really crucial for the Jags. Good box out by Sophie Selleck underneath.
Kate Mocho tries to make the pass off to Ruthie Becker. Mustangs tip it out there.
Yeah, Morgan Wersch got caught on that screen down low, which she's really got to stay on. Coach Greg is trusting her to guard number 34 for the Mustangs, so she's really got to make sure she's aware of where she is on the court and how close she is.
Yeah. Melanie Alvarenga tries to make that pass, throws it. Fortunately, no teammate there. Again, something really important to really prioritize here, and I know they've been working on it all season, is that communication factor. Obviously, you don't want to give away a no-look pass there, but ultimately, I think this team really needs to prioritize that. They are a tight-knit team, and communication can certainly go a long way.
Good poke by Ruthie Becker. She played some great full-court defense right there.
That pass off to Melanie Alvarenga, who makes that pass to Kate Mocho, but actually Morgan Wersch. And Ruthie Becker will go for another 3.
She'll be off
to the
there.
right. Yeah.
Good effort by Sophie Stellick. It'll stay here in Jaguar possession. Good effort by Sophie Stellick. They're trying to chase down the rebound. Again, Ruthie just got to keep shooting. She hasn't taken a whole lot of shots since that 1st quarter, so it's important to kind of get her going. But again, also not settling for that 3. Strongsville's fallen for a lot of those pump fakes up top. And it's just kind of important to use that pump fake, use your pivot foot, and see if you can get just to that mid-range.
Melanie Alvarenga with a sneaky 2. That was beautiful.
And Strongsville wants a full timeout as your score is 45-51. Strongsville Mustangs here up on your Jags, but 6 points is a lot more manageable than 10 points is, with about 4.5 left to go in your 4th quarter. All right, and we're back from that Strongsville timeout there. Like I said, we've got about 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in your fourth quarter. Your Jags are down 6, 45-51 to Strongsville Mustangs. And Strongsville will take it up the court here. Ruthie Becker applying some good full court pressure. And they're going to get Strongsville on the screen. Great job by Morgan Wersch and Kate Mocho tag teaming that there. Great way to get a quick possession back with pretty much almost no time off the clock there, which is good. Again, I think it's important too, as much as you want to work your offensive set, you've also got to get some quick shots off here.
Ruthie Becker with the pass off to Kate Mocho. Kate Mocho looking for some help here. Melanie Alvarenga there.
Corner. She had Melanie in the corner there. She needed to just make that little pass, set a screen to get out here. Now Jags have got to step up on defense. Melanie's got to take 1 or 2 steps forward there to get a 5-second call. There she goes.
Mustangs make that pass off.
Good recovery. Good hands by Sophie Selleck and Kate. Oh, but I think they're going to call Kate Mocho for a reach-in foul there. Nope. Another foul on Sophie Selleck.
Yeah, again, she's got to be careful. I don't usually see many fouls from her, typically, but again, we've seen just as a result of the Mags game as well as Trinity, fouling trouble can severely affect the Jaguars' outcome of the game.
Kate Mocho got nailed in the face there, it looks like. Hopefully she's okay. As both, maybe the shoulder she got hacked down on, maybe as both Melanie and Kate went to go tag team for that block there. We're hoping that Kate's okay. She's had a rough couple of physical games.
Yeah, just had suffered an injury last game. Looks like maybe a dislocated shoulder here.
Yeah, maybe a Strongsville girl came down on her, something like that. Kate Mocho looks like she's going to tough it out here, which is always good to see. Shoulder's just kind of an odd place for an injury. It's really got to hit you at a funny angle, or your arm's got to be bent somewhere. As Coach Greg will sub.
I believe Brooke had it in there.
Yeah, to give Kate just a minute to catch her breath and figure it out here. And Strongsville will shoot 2 at the line. Strongsville will miss their first free throw. And they'll make their second free throw here. Your score is 45-52. Strongsville with about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter.
Melanie Alvarenga makes that pass over to Brooke Haddad, who will go
long.
for 3. Yeah, too much power there.
Good
Morgan Wersch.
Offensive rebound there. Great way to be in position.
47-52 is your score with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Mustangs stay on along that arc, but they've proven tonight that they'll take those threes, regardless of how the Jaguars defense really pushes them to do.
Good, get it and go. Push, good. Melanie Alvarenga, beautiful move all the way to the hoop. That's a great take and a great finish there by Melanie Alvarenga. Really stepping up here in the third and fourth quarter after she was out most of that first and second quarter with some foul trouble. 49-52 with 2:40 to go here. Yeah, Melanie knew she's going for that block there. That's Melanie's 4th foul though. With that 2:40 here, she's got to be kind of careful.
Yeah, but great to see this comeback from the Jaguars, 49-52 being your score. I really think being behind 4 is reasonable for the Jags. It's something that they've recovered from in the past. Even against Elyria Catholic the other day, 11-22 at halftime. They came back from that, took the win. I think these Jaguars are more than capable of recovering a win and going for that win.
Yeah, I think it's important too. Not only was that Melanie Alvarenga's 4th foul, it's also the Jaguars' 4th team foul. So they've really got to be careful. No more reach-ins. No more under the basket fouls, just because next foul you're going to send these Strongsville players to the line every foul, and they've proven that they can hit from the free throw line, so they got to be really careful here. Strongsville wants a timeout, 49-54 here, 2:40 to go in your fourth quarter.
And after that to halftime, we are back. Brooke Haddad does the throw in for the Jaguars over to Melanie Alvarenga, who takes it up court. Your score 49-54 if you're just now tuning in with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Melanie Alvarenga takes the drive, looking for a foul. She's upset about that, but Mustangs take that back.
Nobody's on ball. Somebody's got to stop ball up top. I think I'm interested to see here. Coach Greg has got Sophie Selleck in with Bree White sitting on the bench for the majority of this fourth quarter, so it's interesting to see here. Good flash there by Morgan Wersch in the middle. Somebody's got to help Ruthie out top.
Melanie Alvarenga is there to help her out there. That's the travel called on Melanie Alvarenga.
49-54 with about 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Jags have got to pick it up just a little bit. As it's nice to see Kate Mocho come back in here for these last 2 minutes, as Ruthie Becker will get a quick blow on the bench.
Reading this well.
Nice.
That'll return to Jaguars possession.
Kate Mocho fired up about that call there. Close game. 2 quick threes, and you're right back in this game here with Strongsville. So Jags have just really got to move the ball around. They've got to think before they take the shot. You can't have any more crazy under the shot basket. Don't take unnecessary threes. You really got to take a good shot here on this possession.
Yeah, Melanie Alvarenga looking to set something up here. Brooke Haddad right there makes that pass over to Kate Mocho. Kate Mocho got to stay on top of that ball there, but she'll get that help from Melanie Alvarenga, make that pass off.
You got to take a shot here in the next 10, 12 seconds. Make sure you have enough time. Oh, Kate Mocho's open in the corner. Coach Greg wants a timeout.
Yeah, interesting to see, who is the one that takes that score in the next 10 seconds, as you said. 49-54 being your score. Will Coach Greg rely on his consistent 2-point shooters or, lean into people like Kate or Brooke, even Morgan, who's proven to show that she can shoot a 3 tonight?
Yeah, again, like we've said this broadcast, a flare screen, an off-the-ball screen, something to get your shooters open. This motion's great, but it's only working for so long. Strongsville's guarding that paint and guarding that corner really well. You need to see some off-the-ball movement here to get some of your shooters open.
JV team hyping up the Jaguars section here right behind the bench, doing some chants. Very rare on, a weekday that we get a huge student section, so
yeah.
Always love the spirit in the house tonight.
Yeah, Jags have got to get a quick shot off here.
Brooke Haddad makes that pass off to Melanie Alvarenga, who looks for Sophie Stellick, who tries to put up 2 there. Morgan Wersch will look to keep that, Brooke Haddad keep it in for the Jaguars, but that'll return to Mustang possession. 1 minute 18 seconds remaining on the clock in the fourth quarter. 49-54 your score. Jaguars down, but ultimately I think they're capable of coming back.
Yeah, they need a quick stop here. You got to force a quick shot. You can't afford to let Strongsville take good 20 seconds off the clock here. You got to get 5-second call. Got to get up. Kate Mocho doing a good job staying within arm's length. Yeah, Mel's got to get up there even though.
Reach and foul there by Sophie Stellick.
Yeah. Well, actually, good job there by Mel. She's got 4 fouls. Staying back, you do not want her to be the person to pick up her 5th foul.
Yeah, that's true. 55 seconds remaining here. Mustangs at the line, hoping that they'll sink that first free throw there. Hoping that Jaguars can, in these last 50 seconds, not really panic. Usually that panic does come across and translate over as a foul, and that's kind of what we've seen it in a couple of the Jaguars games now. That's what's adding up these points in the last couple seconds. even if they've played a close game the whole entire game, it's those last couple seconds that are crucial. Melanie
Yeah.
Alvarenga works her way up the court, makes that pass to Ruthie Becker, who goes for a three. In and out. Oh,
unlucky.
that was unfortunate there. Melanie Alvarenga keeps it in, but passes that off to a Mustang.
Somebody's got a foul, but it can't be Melanie. She's got 4 fouls. Ruthie, she's got a foul.
They're not calling her on it, but
Yeah, she's got
She's
foul.
yeah, no worries with Ruthie Becker doing that. Only at 2 fouls at the moment, so I'm okay with that. Who was the one that fouled there?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, Strongsville just taking all the time off the clock here. You got a foul, put him at the line, gives you your best shot to get the ball back and get a quick shot off.
Yeah, 30 seconds your score, or 30 seconds, sorry, left in the fourth quarter.
Here comes in Bree White for Sophie Seligan. Again, I'm not sure why this substitution wasn't made a little bit earlier. Bree's pretty good from the the 3-point line as well. Also getting some inside position. About 25 seconds here left to go for your Jaguars.
Jaguars down by 9. Melanie Alvarenga looks for the shot there. She'll put up 2.
Coach Greg wants a timeout here.
51-58 your score now. 20 seconds remaining.
All right, we're back 51-58. Strongsville is up right now on your Jags with about 20 seconds to go.
Jaguars down by 7.
Luckily, you're seeing some smiles, all smiles down low, which is always nice.
But I do have to say, Emily, I know you weren't on the Norwalk broadcast, but
Yeah,
that game was a comeback for the Jaguars. And,
it was.
you know, I know they're capable of doing so. Not sure if today will be the day that is that comeback, but
And Melanie Alvarenga will leave it all out on the floor with her 5 fouls. As Brooke Haddad subs back in for Melanie.
Mustangs will sink that first free throw now, making it an 8-point lead and with 15 seconds remaining. All right, and Mustangs sink that second one as well, 9 points ahead. Kate Mocha makes that pass off to Ruthie Becker. Kate Mocha looks for some action here, goes for 2.
Just a little short here.
4
As
seconds remaining.
time winds down, your Mustangs take the victory here at Joe's, 51-60. Great job by all the girls. We knew it was going to be a tough game, like we said.
Honestly, it played a lot better. Always love seeing the hard work and determination, consistent effort that these Jags put in. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Your score at the end is 51-60. Jaguars take the loss, unfortunately, down by 9. And we look forward to broadcasting to you another time.